What's up, guys? Long time no see. Today I'm doing a very different video. I'm showing a deck list that is not from the Pokemon TCG live app because what happened was I actually recorded a video, but the audio was down, and it so happened that the app is also down right now. And however, I didn't want to waste any time. I wanted to post this list for you guys as fast as possible. And yeah, so it was a short sabbatical for me from ever since I competed in the Brisbane regionals a couple of weeks ago. It didn't really do so well, although I did make it to day 2 with Armarouge. But however, it's good riddance to Armarouge until Eaton's Ho-Oh is out. For the time being, I'm actually now finally playing my favorite Pokemon, which is Blaziken. As you can see, there's a Blaziken in the background, right? So there is quite a number of Japanese lists out there that has also been adopted by the Western players, whereby they are actually playing Blaziken wall deck with Mimikyu and Munkidori. I actually tested the deck out, but I'm not really a fan of it, despite the fact of you being able to spread damage with Munkidori by virtue of Blaziken's ability, right? To charge up Darkness Energies here and there, and to use Mimikyu as a wall as well as an attacker, and to use Blaziken EX as an attacker as well. However, the deck is a little bit bricky, and if you're unable to start with Arven turn 1 for a Precious Trolley TM Evo play, you're kind of stuck, and it's very difficult to make a comeback with that deck as well. So hence, I'm actually playing a very different iteration of a Blaziken EX deck. I'm actually playing it with Greninja EX and Zoroark EX as my engine. And the reason why I'm playing Zoroark EX as an engine is because of its ability to draw in exchange of you discarding a card. So obviously in the Blaziken EX deck, you will want to be discarding energies as much as you can, flushing it out into the discard pile, right? So Zoroark EX enables that. And the reason why I did consider Revavroom, which is a decent draw engine as well. However, there are many instances whereby you do not have an energy card in your hand for you to discard in order to draw cards, right? So that is a downside of playing Revavroom, and also you will be limited to drawing up to 6 cards. Of course, you can look at it in a different way, seeing it in certain situations you'll be able to draw even more cards. For example, if you have a 0 card hand except for 1 energy card, right, and you're able to discard that energy and draw up to 6, obviously that's a very good instance where you can use Revavroom more optimally compared to Zoroark EX, right? On top of that, Revavroom, of course, is also a 1 prizer compared to Zoroark EX, which is a 2 prizer. However, Zoroark EX with 280 HP is not too shabby as well. It's not really that much of a 2 prize liability, right? So I am also playing the spicy tech of Morty's Conviction in this deck, which actually serves the same purpose as Zoroark EX, whereby you discard a card and draw the number of bench Pokemons your opponent have in play. So obviously, with the number of Terra Box decks, Pagazard, Raging Bull, and things like that, there are numerous Area Zeros in play. And there are many instances whereby I was able to draw up to 8 cards. And that's incredibly essential. And the reason why I'm playing a couple number of Morty's Conviction compared to Iono or Research, obviously in certain scenarios, Research will be a lot better, right? You're able to draw 7 fresh cards. But in this deck, Rare Candy and Ultra Ball is synergizes very well, and it's basically the one of the core dynamics in this deck, right? There will be many instances whereby you actually have one of the two, either Rare Candy or Ultra Ball, and you'll be caught in a situation where you have to get the other, right? And using Iono or Research would be counterproductive because you're actually going to shuffle or discard away one of the two. So for example, if you have a Rare Candy in your hand and you need an Ultra Ball, but what you have is an Iono or Research, you'll be either discarding or shuffling away that Rare Candy, right? However, if you were to play Morty's Conviction, there is a huge possibility where you can actually draw into the Ultra Ball, Rare Candy and Ultra Ball, right? And the combination of Morty's Conviction and Zoroark EX, I think it's almost there's not many, very few instances whereby you actually will be breaking. Not being able to Rare Candy and Ultra Ball in the same turn itself, right? And of course, the Morty Conviction plus Zoroark combo allows you to just flush energies into this combo. Okay. Now Greninja EX. The reason why I'm playing Greninja EX is for many reasons. First and foremost, it's incredibly good in this meta. reason I say that is because every deck plays the Fez now, and there are quite a number of Pagoses going around, right? And in fact, even Cornerstone does not bode well against Greninja, right? So Greninja's first attack actually allows you to one-shot Terrapagos with Bravery Charm and Buffalon, which you're dealing 340, which is just the right amount of damage. The ability to boss for Fez, to snipe him at the front for weakness for 240, plus another 120 to your Drippy or your Ralts or your Hoot for a 3 price turn is insane. So that's how I see it being very good in this meta. And of course, obviously, if you were to combo it with Blaziken EX, you're basically able to loop your snipe plays every single turn. There are multiple games where I snipe 3 turns in a row. It's just insane, right? And the inspiration behind this deck, obviously, of course, is going back to a throwback deck that I used to play back in like 2003, I think. The combination of the Ruby Sapphire OG Blaziken and the Team Aqua Team Magma's Blaziken EX, right? Where you use Blaziken's Fire Starter to charge energies from the discard pile onto your Blaziken EX on the bench, and you'll be using Volcanic Ash, whereby you discard 2 energies and you snipe for 120 on the bench. And at that point in time, 120 was like the max damage, right? So I drew inspiration from that. This is the exact same combination. Obviously, when the new Baby Blaziken comes out in the Team Rocket set or whatever, I'm going to be incorporating that as well to basically play the same Blaziken deck. So that is the inspiration behind this deck. I also drew some inspiration from some Japanese lists, but I feel that this is the optimal list where you play a Munkidori as well to spread damage, because more often than not, you see yourself caught in situations where Blaziken's 200 is not enough. Greninja's 170 minus resistance of 30 is not a perfect amount of damage for Squawk, which you can later on finish Squawk off. You still play 2 TM Evos just in case you go second. But the Morty's Conviction tag here is to me is the best tag in the game for this deck, right? I considered adding a N Reshiram into the deck for the Guddy matchup, because you're already playing 2 Darkness Energies and you can actually use N Zoroark to copy Reshiram's attack for weakness to one-shot Guddy EX, right? So that is a card that I actually consider for this deck as well. But overall, I think as a whole, this is an optimal list. I am going to take this deck to the Master Ball League in Malaysia on the 19th of April. If I'm going to Atlanta Regionals, this is the deck I am going to play. Considering the meta deck, considering the meta share of decks that I foresee, I think this is a brilliant deck. You go well, I mean, it does well against Goldengo, it goes well against Dragon Ball EX, it goes well against Archaludon, it goes well against Raging Bolt, it goes well against Terrabox, it goes well against the Tank Pagos deck as well. So BDIF, man, trust me. So we're just going to look at some games that I'm going to be showing you. Now, one of the games I'm dressed a bit differently. The camera is also a bit different, so please forgive me for that. And the second game, which was actually an even better game, I feel, there was actually an error there in regards to the audio, so you're not going to be able to hear me speak. But if your intention is to see how the deck works, I think irrespective of whether you can hear me speaking or not, you can just watch the gameplay. I actually had a very, very tough match against Cerulege, which is very, very tough because Greninja EX and Blaziken EX, I don't think they're doing very well against Cerulege. So I somehow managed to eke out a win as well. So let's just see what can this deck do against the meta, right? I actually won an online tournament with this deck as well, so let's just see. Okay, let's go. It's been quite some time since I played some games, man. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, we won't be able to end here because we don't have. Should I actually TM Evo this turn? It will just be. But I'll be able to knock out at the very least, right? And then I'll have benches. Or should I TM Evo the following turn? I think I should TM Evo the following turn. If it's a Badu, I can start hitting now though, right? I can't evolve to this. Yeah, I can evolve to this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to Vessel Iono, I think. Yeah, might be the wrong choice. Maybe I should have searched for trolley first, but I think it's fine. Pretty sure they have an Arven here, right? They should have an Arven. Unless, of course, they are breaking, but I'm not too sure. There it is, man. Vessel and an Evo, meaning they have a Poffin in hand, but they did not use it. Can't be, right? I think he must be assuming that I can't dong him the following turn. In which case, he'll be absolutely wrong. If he has a Drakloak here, it's over, right? I'm so sorry, man. I'm pretty sure if he has a Poffin, he would have used it earlier. So it's a bit odd that he didn't search for the Poffin. Unless, of course, he has no energy, then it's a bit weird, yeah. Oh, okay. Instant candy. Okay. Okay, very, very, very interesting move here, actually, to be honest. So obviously I'll be hitting with the Blaziken EX, and I don't think there's any way he can dong my Blaziken EX, right? Or even the Fez. Sequencing problem here. What do I do next? So obviously is do this and do this. Don't think I want to be Ionoing him here, right? So I think it's definitely an Arven play. Now unfortunately, if I were to search for a Torchic, he will instantly die. So I think I'll search for Zorua. Yeah, the Torchic would die anyway. So let's just do this. Yeah, so the problem here, oh okay, it's an Ultra Ball. Definitely can't charge up a Greninja to knock out anyone anyway. But I think, especially since they wouldn't have Crispin and Crystals, I don't think. But it's also not guaranteed that I'm killing the Dragapult, right? That's the unfortunate thing. And even if I were to Arven, nothing's happening here. But yeah. Oh, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I think I needed that Iono, to be honest. Yep, there you go. There you go. So I gotta retreat into a Greninja who will be knocking out this Dragapult. And it really does appear that they do not have an additional basic Pokemon. I need the Munkidori. I need a Darkness Energy here to ensure that my Blaziken lives, right? Yeah. If not the following turn, he'll be able to Phantom Dive me. So I would say I definitely need to Darkness Energy to Munkidori. So I do play one Darkness and one Earthen Vessel. Obviously, I think I had a Darkness in hand earlier before I got Iono, right? So I think that is shuffled to the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to need an Arven here, I think. Yeah. No issue spreading the damage. So I think an Ultra Ball. I'll need the Zoroark, right? So I have Arven, but I do not have an Earthen Vessel. I think I already used it. In fact. Yeah. So I think I just do this. Candy. Do I want to discard the Water Energy here? I think I discard Greninja, right? Might not need him. Iono distance not too bad. Hopefully I shuffling with it. There you go, man. Darkness Energy is there. Shouldn't have put the Artazon down. That was a mistake. Very, very rookie mistake. Poor move by me, but hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead. So I think ideally what I search for here is what? Yes. I would say is another Greninja. If you were to knock out the Blaziken, I think Iono is good. Yeah. Very poor play by me, to be honest. So I should not have attached the energy. I should have Iono first, right? Yeah, I think I definitely should have Iono first. I should not. So I mean, looking back in hindsight, I should have Iono first and see whether I'm able to get the Darkness Energy. I should not have put the Artazon down as well. So those were two blatant mistakes that I made. But I'm always trying to, improve as a player, man. So who would I be sniping? Who would I be wanting to snipe here, right? So I think they're going to search for a Fez, obviously. But I also do think it's difficult that they have a candy pot in their hand. They might. In fact, they just need an Arven also, right? But another thing they need is an energy card, which they might whiff. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boss Fez, Snipe for weakness, plus the Dreepy with the energy card. Yeah, the Badoo is not going to do anything, so obviously he's going to stall the game. Am I able to... Yeah, I'm able to end. I'm able to take a 4-price turn. If Greninja, yeah. So it's a 4-price turn. And, sorry, just replying someone on WhatsApp. 4-price turn incoming, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Blaziken 1 energy here. Oh, okay. Can't do that. Okay, so am I not able to... Does look like it, right? I'll have to retreat. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Don't have the rescue board with me. I think I'm just going to trade once. I can let the Torchic go away. Oh! Okay, so able to snipe. Yeah. So not a 4-price turn, but not too shabby, I guess. Yeah. Still almost sort of an instant win anyway, right? Because they're gonna need a lot of cards here. So yeah, throw the darkness so I can just monkey it over later on. But this is essentially the play. I think it's quite certain that's over. So I don't think they're able to do anything here, right? I'm just going to yeah, regardless, I have get a hand attach and Seething Spirit, or I can just Seething Spirit a Darkness Energy to Munkidori to finish off the Badoo anyway. So yeah, insane deck. Damn. Shit.
you